Super.
Hi, ma'am. Hi, ma'am.
Share. तू जॉइन कर मैं जॉइन करा थी बोला मैं आस्किंग फॉर जॉइन तुम्हाला क्या मालूम वगैरह
Hello, ma'am. How are you? Hello, ma'am. How are you?
बस I don't know. Let's see.
Let's see.
Let's see what happens. હા
No, it's fine, ma'am.
એક તો જીએસએફસી બહારવાળાને નથી જોઈન થવા દેતું એટલે થોડી ટ્રાય કરીએ છીએ શું થાય છે મેં
Okay,
પૂછ્યું
ma'am.
આજ ટુ જોઈન તને એવું પૂછવું જોઈએ ના આવે છે એમ તો કે જેના હોસ્ટને આવશે જેને લિંક સેન્ડ કરી છે અચ્છા જેને લિંક સેન્ડ કરી છે એને આવશે ઓકે
Devendra joined.
ટોપ પ્રેઝન્ટ હા હા
Ma'am, first I start.
હા
Okay,
મેડમ
then I invite you.
અરે મેડમ એક મિનિટ મારી આ સ્લાઇડ્સમાં કેમ
Okay. મને
એક જ
મોકલાવો,
મિનિટ
ma'am.
તમને તો મોકલાઈ છે મેં પણ મારી આ
Okay.
સ્લાઇડનું બેકગ્રાઉન્ડ કેમ જતું રહ્યું છે
હું ઓપન કરીને રાખું છું, ma'am.
ના ના એવું નહીં
તો
અરે એક મિનિટ
આવી જશે.
ના 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 એક મિનિટ આનું આપણે કરવાનું પડશે પેલાનું હા હા મેડમ ભૂલથી પેલું મોકલી દીધું ના મેડમ એ ના ખોલશો હો એ
મને
ભૂલથી
એવું
બીજી
લાગે છે હા આમાં
ના
કંઈક મિસ્ટેક છે.
એ કઈ ભૂલથી બીજી આવી ગઈ અને
ઓકે
મેં બીજી જ ફાઇલને સેવ કરી દીધું છે
ઓકે
હું
મેમ
ફરીથી મોકલાવું છું
મોકલાવો મેડમ હજી ટાઈમ છે આપણી પાસે
સ્પેસ ફાઇલ બસ તો થઈ જશે સેવ કર
હલો
આને નહીં સેવ થાય એક મિનિટ હો મેડમ કેવી રીતે રિપ્લેસ કરવાનું પૂછશે રિપ્લેસ પૂછશે હા
ના 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 કોઈ વાંધો નહીં મેમ
અહીંયા સેવ કરું
પાકું પાકું
હવે
હા
બીજો મેળ કરું
હું કઈ વાંધો નહીં મેમ ડોન્ટ વરી મેમ
હા
અરે મેમ એકચ્યુઅલી મારે એવું જ છે કારણ કે મેં તો ખબર નહીં હું છે ને ઓલા સીસી કમ્પોનેન્ટ કર્યું મને તો ખબર જ નથી વર્કશોપ પૂરો થઈ ગયો હું વિમલા મેડમ ને ઇન્ફોર્મ કરી દઉં ચલો હો ને મેડમ
હા હા ને ના બિઝનેસ નહીં થયું
ઓકે
જ
મેડમ
નહીં
ચલો હું આ નંબર સેવ કરું છું હો.
હા કયો મેડમ
હા હા શ્યોર ઓ પક્કું મેમ ચલો તમને કહું મેમ રાતે શું થયું ચલો મેમ બાય મેમ મેં તમને ઓલો મેલ કર્યો મળ્યો ને તમને ઓલા બધાનું ડિટેન્શન લિસ્ટ
હા મેડમ અચ્છા
વેઇટ
હા એક
થઈ
જ
જશે
મિનિટ
ઓકે ચલો મેમ હા 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 મેમ સેન્ટ યુ અગેન
ના મેડમ નેટવર્ક પ્રોબ્લેમ છે એક મિનિટ
હા
એક મિનિટ
દેવેન્દ્ર
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
inform Pranav to
એ
join
નહીં
other
થાય ઉભી રહે
students FIBB all
Okay, ma'am.
FY
Yes,
ને
ma'am.
SY both
Okay, ma'am.
થઈ ગયું હવે આમાં આગળ લખાય તો જોઈશું એને ઓપન કરી દેખાડીએ છે ઓપન હવે પણ પહેલા એક મેલ કરો ને હા ને मैडम आगर वारो मेल इग्नोर मारजो।
ओके ओके न्यू सेंड करो मैम
એ જ
સેફ સાઈડ માટે મારી સાથે ઓપન જ રાખું છું
હા આ ન્યૂઝ સેટ કર્યો
ઓકે મેમ
હવે હું શેર કરવાનું ચાલુ કરું છું
ઓકે મેમ
ઓપન કર પછી શેર થશે
ના
હા તારી વિન્ડો હજી પીપીટી ખોલી નથી થઈ
ઓકે રોજ
મેમ હજી
કરું છું
મળ્યો મેડમ હજી મળ્યો નથી હો મને યસ મેમ મળી ગયો
મળી ગયો આગળ વાળો ડિલીટ જ માર દો પહેલા જ
ઓકે ના ના નહીં ભૂલ થાય
એમને બી આ બ્લેક દેખાશે
યા નાવ ઇટ્સ ફાઇન મેમ
now you can see the screen
યસ પ્રોપરલી મેમ
okay
તારો વિડિયો ઓન કરો સોરી સોરી તારો બોલ એ વિડિયો પછી ઓન કરશે ને બધા જોઈન થાય પછી થાય ના માઈક કર્યું અને પેલું તારું બોર્ડ હવે એમને એવું હોય તો ફોટો વાળીને કરવાનું પૂછી જોઈએ સ્ક્રીનમાં સુધી અને મારાથી તો જોઈન નહીં કરાતું
ના એમને દેખાય છે બરાબર મેડમ સ્ક્રીનમાં બરાબર દેખાય છે ને
એક જ મિનિટ મેમ
you can see Abhilasha madam can you see the screen
Yes, ma'am. Perfectly.
perfectly okay
હાલો અભિલાષા મેડમ
તારો વિડિયો ઓફ છે
અભિલાષા મેમ
Yes, ma'am.
First I give the introduction and brief introduction of Vaishali ma'am. Then I invite Vaishali ma'am, right ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. You can introduce that GSFC is having. I
yes,
give you
yes.
the introduction about GSFC also. Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
And then we are starting a new
Madam?
BBIT also in the university. That also we can introduce with the viewers.
Oh, okay ma'am.
madam I have sent you mail but
Yes,
then
ma'am.
Abhilasha
Yeah.
madam
Yes,
you'll be
ma'am.
getting
I've seen the
you'll be
updated
getting
presentation. Yes, ma'am. I've seen that.
okay because
You're
I
welcome.
sent one by mistake and then so please ignore the
Yes,
previous
ma'am.
one please consider
Yes,
the
ma'am.
latest
Yes,
one
Yeah, so I'm here and Saurabh sir will also be joining. We just had finished our NESCOM meeting. So maybe he'll be
yes
joining
yes
soon.
yes
So Nishit sir is
yes,
also
yes.
here. So we all
Yes.
three will take care of the queries. If Rujul ma'am will be here, she will also take the queries. So no need to
Okay.
worry about
Ma'am,
IT
Thank you so
related
much.
queries.
Thank you. Right, right.
The presentation seems quite interesting, ma'am. So
But then,
looking forward to understand the business.
but madam, why is my presentation not being shared?
No, it's coming, ma'am. We can see your screen. First
Oh
screen
yes,
is
yes,
visible
yes.
to
Yes.
everyone.
Okay, okay. I am
It's
not
visible,
able
Yes,
to
ma'am.
see it properly.
Yes, ma'am. Kindly show the second and third slide so that we can understand that slides are also.
No, that is what
Every
here.
slide is visible.
It my it is not.
Yeah,
Just
I
a
can
minute.
only see one first presentation,
Ma'am,
which is
First is-
introductory.
Yes, madam. First only,
If you
but then
scroll
it is.
next.
अरे मैडम ये हो नहीं रहा है मेरा हैंग हो गया है एक मिनट माय स्क्रीन इज गेटिंग हैंग आई एम
Okay.
ट्राइंग टू
मैम मैं यहाँ से
डाउनलोड
ओपन
इट
करूँ अपना
ના ના એ હું કરીશ અચ્છા આ મારી છે ને એક મિનિટ કઈ ડબલ ખોલી રહ્યું છે જસ્ટ અ મિનિટ મારે
No worry, ma'am. Take your time.
मैम एक बार
ऐसा?
लेफ्ट होके वापस से ज्वाइन हो जाओ ना हो जाएगा
क्योंकि मैंने जो खोला है वो एक और जगह पे है
हाँ, इसको क्लोज कर दीजिए. हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
ओके बिकॉज आई हैव
You
टू
just
कीप
share
दैट ओपन नो
हाँ, ma'am. हाँ जी. Open
No,
and
I
you
have
can share
shared.
your complete screen instead of sharing window.
इट शोज विंडो में नहीं होगा एक मिनट में स्टार्ट
हाँ, आप पूरा स्क्रीन शेयर कर लीजिए. That will be a better option.
विंडो में नहीं होगा
विंडो में भी होता है पर अभी आप कोई कर लीजिए पूरा स्क्रीन शेयर कर लीजिए. So if you are going to show any video or websites, that will also be visible.
No, I'm not going to show any videos
Okay.
or websites because it is too much. अच्छा मेरा वो जो था it is not there.
मैम मैं यहाँ से ओपन कर दूँ?
ના મેડમ પછી મને કંટ્રોલ જોઈશે
Yes sir. Yes yes.
I'll require control. So just a minute હું કરું જ છું.
Okay ma'am.
આવી ગયું.
Okay, ma'am.
આ મારું આવ્યું અને હવે આવ્યું. Right? Now is it there?
Yes ma'am.
No,
Yeah,
it is
ma'am.
just
It's coming. Now just change the slide so that we can
yeah,
see
yeah.
other
Now it
slides.
is changing.
Yes,
yeah?
ma'am. It's coming, ma'am. Yes,
I
yes.
lost
Perfectly fine.
Yeah,
Yes.
I lost control.
Both audio and video is coming perfect.
Okay.
Best of luck for the session.
And madam, one more thing. Should I
Yes.
keep my video also running or should I close it?
Ma'am, it's depend upon your network and the bandwidth. If you are comfortable with and your net speed is good, you can carry on with your video and presentation both.
Okay.
If there any fluctuation, we will inform you and then you can stop your video. But you can keep both, ma'am. Yes.
Ma'am, we have a 3-5 minutes, then we start.
Yeah.
We just
Yes,
wait.
ma'am. Yeah. Not other faculty, other persons have joined.
Yes, yes.
Madam, how can people from outside of GSFC join?
Ma'am, when they will join, you will get a request.
Who will get the request?
No, the host of the presentation, like the session who started the session, that person will get a message that someone wants to join outside of the university. Like when few students are having problem while joining my meeting, classroom meeting, so they are joining from their Gmail IDs.
Yes.
So then you have to approve it. Like
Yes.
someone has to take care of
No,
that
but then
request.
who will
as
get
well.
this message?
I think maybe Santosh sir have started this, or I don't know actually.
Yeah, he sent me the link, so I guess only he will be able to
Maybe
do, no?
he'll be, but others are joining.
Okay. But they are all from GSFC, I guess.
Okay.
Right? Because I asked my daughter to join to give me constant feedback from here. And she's not able to join.
So once we have to talk to Santosh sir. He's not in the meeting, I guess, till now.
He's not there, yes.
Yeah.
And maybe he'll be receiving so many requests also. So he'll approve.
He also needs.
Abhilash ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You just say the Santosh sir, you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I'll just call him and ask. Yes. I'll just call him. Yes, ma'am.
We just wait 1-2 minutes, ma'am. Then we start.
Yes, madam. Yes, we'll wait.
Yeah, Vaishali ma'am, he is joining.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think we can start at 5:05 because once Santosh sir will join, then Santosh
Okay,
sir
ma'am.
can allow the person, those who are from outside GSFC
Okay,
net.
ma'am.
Right.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Good evening, Abhilasha madam. I did that.
Yes, sir. Good
Thank
evening,
you,
sir.
sir.
Yeah.
Ma'am, now you can ask your daughter to log in
Yeah,
or
she's
join.
around.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'll ask. I'll ask. अब ज्वाइन परमिशन आपसे अब ज्वाइन कीजिए ना बस થઈ જશે Ask permission, please.
She joined?
Yeah, yes, yes, she can.
Okay. Now it's perfect. Yeah. So means others
Can you?
can also join. Yes.
Yes. So should I change on the screen? Any changes you
No, no,
suggest?
ma'am.
No, because I can. No, no. I am seeing the other screen also, so to get a feedback. Okay, so you can see the video also along with. Huh?
The number is increasing. We just wait 1 minute.
Jeet, we are not taking attendance right now.
Actually, I informed the parents of it. I think they know
But that
some
is,
classes.
yeah, that is good. But he is joined. He is very enthusiastic. So that is good.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
ના એ તારું ક્લિક આ ક્લિક કરીશ ને તો આમાં ઓપ્શન્સ હોય છે તારે કયું સ્ક્રીન ક્લિક કરવાનું પૂછ તો કોઈને કોઈ યા ના ના એ જ છે મારા સ્ક્રીનમાં આવું પાછળ છે It depends. You can view the video, you can view the presentation, you can view this. There are so many options. If you click this, you will get this. No, this should be the name. Kishan
Ma'am, start.
Waghela is present. एक मिनट हाँ मैडम
Okay, ma'am.
Kishan Waghela, please stop the presentation mode. ફરીથી cancel કરીને ફરીથી present I will have to resume. ના ચાલશે ના કારણ કે સાઈડમાં આવશે હું મેન નહીં આવે Just a minute. I will have to resume my presentation. Resume presentation. Resume presentation. Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it's visible, madam. I think now you can start.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
All the best. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Hello, everyone. I request all participants, please off your audio mode. I, Dr. Chetna Parmar, Associate Dean, 'School of Management, GSFC University, 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 GSFC University is recognized under the Gujarat Private University Act 2014. Is establishment by GSFC Education Society, an initiative of Gujarat State Fertilizer and Chemical Limited. In School of Management is planning to launch one of the new program BBA IT in the academic year 2020-21. So BBA IT program approved from the academic counseling in the January 2020. Now briefly introduce today's speaker, Dr. Vaishali Shah. Dr. Vaishali Shah is an assistant professor in School of Management. She had completed MBA program in major subject of finance in Sardar Patel University. Bachelor, she is completed his Bachelor of Engineering, specialization in production in Sardar Patel University. He completed his PhD and the major area of the research is a study on economic of renewable energy in the Gujarat with a special reference to wind power. She published so many research paper. She has a 12 years teaching experience. So now I request Dr. Vaishali Shah to conduct the session.
Good evening, everyone present here, and a very warm welcome to the talk on business and IT as a career option. Business and IT, what a combination. Nowadays, you can say that neither can exist without the other. What's a business? If we start with the title of the webinar, what's a business? So, business refers to a form of activity.
Hello. Sorry
Yes,
to
ma'am.
interrupt, Vaishali ma'am, but I think we
Yes.
cannot see your screen because some Bhargav student is presenting.
Acha, okay. So, what do I do? I'll ask him. Bhargav?
I'm
Hello.
also.
Hello, Bhargav. Are you there?
Bhargav,
Hello, Bhargav.
even
And you can start, maybe you can start your presentation, maybe then automatically.
Acha,
Now you
if I
can
do
start it.
again, then
Yes,
it will
ma'am.
go
Now
on.
you can start.
Uh,
No, no.
no, what I'm asking is uh, resume presenting. Okay. I'm doing it. I'm doing it now.
Yes, ma'am. Now it's coming,
it's
ma'am. Yeah.
reflecting,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much. Yeah.
It's reflecting.
Yeah.
Now,
Yes, ma'am. It's
It's
coming,
now
ma'am.
is
visible.
it there, madam?
Yes, ma'am. It's coming, ma'am.
Right. Okay. So we are on the topic of business and IT, and we'll start with trying to understand what's a business. Business refers to a form of activity conducted with the objective of earning profits and for the benefit of those for whom the activity is conducted. Or other words, human activity directed towards producing or acquiring wealth through buying and selling of goods. What is IT? What is information technology? The technology that enables information to be used to produce products and services. It's the use of computers to store, receive, transmit, and manipulate data or information. Most of the time, IT is typically used within the context of business operations. IT is revolutionizing the business processes. It is totally changed the way business was done. Right? Businesses are using information technology to sense and respond to rapidly changing the consumer demand, reduce the inventories to the lowest possible levels, and achieve higher levels of operational efficiency. Supply chains have become more fast-paced, with companies of all sizes depending on just-in-time inventory to reduce their overhead costs and to get to the markets faster. Uh, why specifically IT today? See, we can see the results of the massive spending every day around you by seeing how people are conducting business. There are much more wireless cell phone accounts, smartphones, texting, email, online conferencing. They have all become the essential tools of business. The number of smartphones smartphone users worldwide, you can see just in the graph how it has increased from 2014 to 2020. You can see the reach of Facebook. Facebook, along with the WhatsApp, Messenger, Instagram, it is reaching such a huge number of people, and it is per month, monthly active users of Facebook. Smartphones, social networking, texting, emailing, and webinars have become essential tools of business because that's where the customers, suppliers, and colleagues are there. By 2020, it is expected that mobile subscriber base is expected to increase to close to 6 billion, taking the global penetration to around 73%. Dot-com companies, it is the most recognized web suffix, and it has over 115 million .com domains registered. That is about 42% of all web addresses. It is expected in 2021 that around over 2.14 billion people will be buying goods and services online, up from 1.66 billion in 2016. The IT spending. Look at the IT spending. In 2019, IT spending worldwide amounted to about $3.74 trillion, and it is expected in 2020 to reach around 5.2 trillion. Just have a look at the global information technology industry, which is a sort of a forecast of 5.2 trillion billion. IT as a spending percentage of revenue. What is the percentage of spending for small businesses, mid-sized businesses, and large companies of the total revenue? So small businesses spend around 6.9% of the revenue on information technology. Mid-sized companies spend around 4.1 percentage of their revenue, and large companies spend around 3.3 percentage to of their revenue. What does global technology market include? It includes telecom services, tech outsourcing and hardware maintenance, tech consulting and systems integration services, software, communications equipment, and computer equipment. The various categories of information technology industry are software, devices plus infrastructure, IT plus business services, emerging tech, and telecom services. The percentage of information technology investment, it has grown from 2005 to 2.50 billion trillion of euros to nearly around 3.75 trillion in 2020. Information technology investment is defined as hardware, software, and the communication equipment. Now, as business people or managers or professionals or even ordinary people who are working, most of us work for firms that are intensively using information systems and which are making large investments in the information technology. It is important to know how to invest this money wisely. Wise choices will help the firm outperform its competitors, whereas on the other hand, poor choices will lead to a wastage of valuable capital. And if you are willing to pursue a course in business and IT, this course will help you in making wise decisions about information technology and the information systems. The globalization challenges and opportunities, a flattened world. With the advent of internet and along with it the growth of IT, the world has become flat. It was in 2005 that the journalist Thomas Friedman, he wrote a book, and then he said, wherein he claimed that now the world has become flat. That means internet and global communications have reduced the distances and has also reduced the economic and cultural advantage that the developed countries had. Now, world has become a more level playing field, wherein people from even the developing countries or underdeveloped countries, they also can compete for a share in the economy, for a share in jobs, markets, resources, and even ideas. Uh, Globalization presents both challenges and opportunities for business. With this internet, most of the firms have emerged as digital firm. Digital firm, wherein a firm in which the significant business relationships are digitally enabled and mediated. That means the digital firm is one in which nearly all of its organizations significant business relationships with customers, with suppliers, with employees are digitally enabled and even mediated. The core business processes are accomplished through digital networks. Corporate assets are managed digitally. Corporate assets like intellectual property, its core competencies, financial and human assets, uh, and any other piece of information required to support key business decisions is available anytime and anywhere in the firm. Another important aspect of the digital firm is the greater flexibility in organization and management in terms of like time shifting and space shifting. What is time shifting? Time shifting refers to business being conducted continuously, that is 24 by 7, rather than the narrow work day time limit like 9 to 5. And space shifting, it means that the work can take place in a global workshop. That is, it does not accept any national boundaries. Work is accomplished, or rather, work can be accomplished anywhere, wherever it can be best accomplished. Many firms like Cisco Systems, 3M, IBM, they are close to becoming digital firms, using the internet to drive every aspect of their business. Many of the firms, they are not fully digital, but still they are trying to move being digital and being integrated with their suppliers, customers, and employees. Many of the firms are even replacing the traditional face-to-face meeting with virtual meetings using video conferencing and web conferencing technology, just like we are doing right now. Right? What are the objectives with this system? How can the business objectives be met? Uh, why information systems, why information technology is so very essential, and why are businesses investing so much in the information systems? Information systems have become essential for conducting day-to-day business and also to achieve the business objectives and corporate goals. Entire sectors, like so many sectors of economy, are nearly inconceivable without investment in information systems. E-commerce firms like Amazon, eBay, Google, E-Trade would not exist without the internet and the information systems. Many of the many of the service industries like finance, insurance, real estate, personal services like travel, medicine, education, will not be able to operate without information systems. Firms invest heavily in information systems to achieve 6 strategic business objectives. They are the operational excellence. Whatever the business does in its day-to-day activity is operations for a business. And businesses will continuously want to improve the efficiency of their operations so that they can improve their profitability, they can increase their profitability. Walmart, the largest retailer on our earth, it exemplifies the power of information systems with brilliant business practices and supportive management to achieve world-class operational efficiency. Its retail link system, it digitally links with suppliers, to everyone in the Walmart stores. As soon as the customer purchases an item, the supplier monitoring the item knows that it requires to ship a replacement to the shelf. This is one example. And Walmart is the most efficient retail store in the industry, and it is achieving a sales of more than $28 per square foot, whereas its close competitors' target is at $23 a square foot, whereas other retail firms are at $12 a square foot. This is how the operational excellence, one aspect. Another aspect, new products. services, and newer business models. Information technologies are a uh, major enabling tools for firms to create newer products and services. Like if you take, we see the example of music industry, it's vastly different from what it was about 2 decades ago. Apple Incorporation totally transformed old business model of music distribution. It was based on records and tapes and CDs. Now it has become online, and legally you can distribute it and it is based on its own iPod technology platform. Customer supplier and sorry, customer and supplier intimacy. A business really always really wants to know its customers, and it wants to serve its customers well, so that the customer will respond by returning and purchasing more. Obviously this will raise revenues and profits. Likewise with the suppliers, the more the business engages with its suppliers, the better the supplier will provide vital and good inputs for the business. This lowers the cost. An example of a Mandarin hotel in Manhattan. What they do is they use computers to keep track of their guests' preference, such as their preferred room temperature, check-in time, which television programs do they prefer, what kind of food they do prefer, and then this data is stored in a large repository. The rooms in hotels are networked to central server computer so that they can be remotely monitored or controlled. So when a customer checks in one of the hotels, this system automatically sets the room temperature, sets the light, selects appropriate music based on the customer's uh, profile. The hotel will have the customer's previous data, and on the basis of this, it will be able to better serve the customer. Improved decision making. Many businesses, the managers operate in a sort of fog, in a sort of a blank slate, wherein they really never have the right information at the right time to take an informed decision. Instead, managers will depend on forecasts, best guess, and luck. So they'll either overproduce or underproduce goods or services. The resources will be misallocated, not allocated at the right place at the right time. And the response time to either the supplier or the customer or any other stakeholder in business will be poor. But information systems and technologies have made it possible for managers to use real-time data to make good decisions. For example, Verizon Corporation. It's one of the largest telecommunication companies in the US, and it uses web-based digital dashboard to provide its managers with precise real-time information on customers' complaints, network performance, or any other data required. Competitive advantage. When the firms when the firms I'm sorry, I forgot to uh, competitive advantage. Delivering better performance, charging less for superior products, responding to customers and suppliers in time. When the firm has been able to achieve one or more of these objectives, it has been able to achieve operational excellence either through new products or services. And when it is able to give better products for less prices, it is able to respond to the customers and suppliers in real time. That is, when the customers need their product or services, they are able to cater to their needs. Then it is said, or the firm is close to achieving the competitive advantage. Competitive advantage is doing better than your competitors. Uh, Satisfying the customer in a better way than your customer can do. And it all adds up to higher sales. Higher sales can lead to higher profit. Once the business excels in that, there is no excels in all these things. There is no looking back. Uh, for example, Apple, Walmart, UPS, they are industry leaders because they know how to use the industry information systems to their advantage. Survival. It is necessary for the businesses to invest in information technologies because their competitors are investing in it, and because it gives a uh, cutting edge information to the businesses. Sometimes these necessities are driven by industry level changes. Like if we talk about ATMs, nowadays ATMs are very common. But previously, when there was no ATM, that time those banks which were providing ATM facilities, more customers would be attracted to them. So, this is an example of Citibank. When it introduced ATMs, more customers would like to bank with Citibank. But because of Citibank, so many other banks also had to follow suit, had also to uh, offer ATMs for the customers. So that is the industry level change. And many times the government requires record keeping. Governments require record keeping for pollution or for income tax purpose or for any other legalities. So information systems and technologies, they have the capabilities to store huge amount of data and plus also to store it systematically. Now, with all this, we talked about the business objectives of the firm. How is it going to transfer to the business processes? That is where the business actually happens. And what is a business process? Business processes are unique ways in which organizations coordinate and organize work activities, information, and knowledge to provide a product or services. It's a unique way that we are talking about for a particular business, which is very difficult for the competitor to replicate. The business processes are flow of material, information, and knowledge. That is how the material is flowing through the business. That means how it is being purchased, how it is being processed, and how it is being stored, and then it is sold to the customers. How the information is generated and how it is utilized and how the information is converted to knowledge. The business processes also consist of the sets of activities, what they do, and the steps, how are they being done. Business processes may be tied to a functional area or may be cross-functional. Business can be also seen as a collection of business processes, some of which can be part of larger encompassing processes. Or it can be, uh, like for example, the sales and marketing function is responsible for identifying customers, and human resources can be a function of or can be responsible for hiring employees. Like the various functional areas and a few of the examples of business processes. Manufacturing and production. In the manufacturing and production, how are they assembling the product? With what care are they assembling the product? How are they checking for the quality? How are they producing the bills of materials? For sales and marketing, how are they identifying the customer? Uh, how are they making the customer aware of the product that they have? How are they selling the product? Business, finance and accounting, payment to their creditors, creating the financial statements, managing cash accounts, and human resources, hiring employees, evaluating employees, job performance, enrolling employees in benefit plans. These are just a few examples of the business processes. The enterprise applications. Now, this functional the functional areas, they are all into different departments. Now, these different departments, it is important that the different departments link with each other, both internally and externally also, and present a comprehensive or a coherent picture, not a picture of a marketing department of a company X or a finance department of a company X. It should be able to, the enterprise application should be able to span, to cover all the functional areas. It should be able to execute business processes across the firm and include all levels of management. Like, for example, if a company has started, if a company has grown organically, that is from, it was a small company and now it has grown. So what would have happened is during the process of growth, different departments would have started their own systems. Now, when the company has grown to a certain level, it becomes difficult to coordinate with all these different departments. That is why the systems are needed so that they can link with all the different departments. The four major applications here in this area are enterprise systems, also known as enterprise resource planning systems, supply chain management systems, customer relationship management systems, and knowledge management systems. This is the architecture or the way in which the enterprise application architecture happens. The processes, the enterprise systems, connecting with the supply chain management systems, connecting with the customer relationship management systems, and with the knowledge management systems. And these are the processes which connect the supply chain management to the customer relationship. This is to the internal working of it. Look at the external, that is outside the organization. The suppliers, the business partners are outside of the organization. They too can get connected with the enterprise application. Similarly, in the customer side, the customers and distributors too can get connected with the CRM, that is customer relationship management system. And look here at the functional areas of the business. The functional areas of the business are sales and marketing, just as we saw, manufacturing and production, finance and accounting, and human resource. Right? And all the processes, human resources will be required even for customer relationship management. So all of them, they get integrated into the enterprise application architecture. This is the four major applications in that. The enterprise system, they collect data from different firm functions and store data in a single central data repository from where all the functional areas can get access to that data. They resolve the problems of fragmented data. Fragmented data means the data which is not coherent or which is half or unstructured. So enterprise systems try to resolve the data of the fragmented, incomplete data. It enables the coordination of daily activities. It enables efficient response to customer orders by tracking the production and by tracking the inventory. It helps the customer to know that at what place or in which stage their order is in the production, or where is it, if it is finished, then where is it in the inventory. And it also helps to take decision making by managers about the daily operations and even the long-term planning. The supply chain management systems. This helps to strengthen the relationship with the suppliers. In the supply chain management system, not only the supplier, but even so many firms go to the extent of engaging with the supplier, and still one step upstream, that is supplier. The firm tries to manage the relationship in the 3-tier. The system will be able to share information about the orders, production, inventory levels, delivery of products and services. So the suppliers will be very well aware about the requirements of the firm, about what kind of orders can it expect, when is the production being scheduled in the firm, what are the inventory levels in the firm. So when the supplier is aware of all these things, it will be better able to meet the needs of the firm. The goal is to procure the right amount of products to destination with the least amount of time and cost. Almost, I don't say exactly, but almost trying to reach the just-in-time concept. The customer relationship management. Here, it provides the information to coordinate all of the business processes that deal with the customer. Wherever the customer is coming into the picture in the business functions, there will be information to coordinate, like the sales, which customer is preferring what kind of sales. You can get the demographic pattern, you can get the location pattern, that is geographical pattern, and various kind of patterns like whether it's a distributor or a retailer or a small size customer, what is the frequency of buying of the customer, what are the types of products preferred by the customer. So all this different information when you get, the firm will be able to to have better relationship with the customer. And yes, the customer service, after sales service, wherever the customer is requiring the service. So it helps the firm to identify, attract, and retain the most profitable customers. And the knowledge management system. Knowledge management system act as the base to coordinate the entire enterprise systems. It supports the processes for capturing and applying the knowledge and expertise generated through the data analysis and the later applications. So how to create, how to produce, and how to deliver the products and services, how to best, in a best possible way, to collect the internal knowledge and experience within firm and make it available to employees. Yes, this part is important in the sense that many times in very large organization, the know-how about so many things is there with so many managers. Sometimes in the past also similar kind of activities might have been carried out, but there is no documentation, there is no repository of this kind of knowledge. So in the knowledge management system, this kind of repository is created. And even linked to external sources of knowledge, the employees, if they require certain kind of expertise, certain kind of skills, certain kind of trainings, then the knowledge management system also helps them to link to the external sources of knowledge. So how does, again, information technology help to improve the business processes? With this all background, we saw that it increases the efficiency of existing processes. How? By automating steps that were manual. Like every time, if a customer is placing an order, and if it is the rule in the business to check the credit of the customer, then every time the customer's credit will be checked. And if it is a manual process, it will have to go through the ledger or the accounting book. But uh, if it is in the system, if it is in the technology, then this step will become automatic. Immediately, with the click of a few keys, the credit of the customer can be known. Even the inventory levels can be known. Even the sales functions can be known. So all the steps that are manual, just structured decisions. Structured decisions are those wherein it has a precedence of doing things. So these steps can be automated, and it can also enable entirely new processes, different kind of processes. Like it can enable to change the flow of information. Changing the flow of information, meaning that many people, it will not be linear, or it will not be limited to the physical distribution of information. Instead, it will be possible to share the information with many more people at one point of time, and to other people also will be able to access that information. And in this process, it will be able to replace the sequential steps with the parallel steps. Uh, this will help to eliminate the delay in the decision making. The decision which could have taken maybe 3-4 hours or 3-4 days, because the information has not reached the decision maker, that all delay can be reduced. And it can also support new business models. New business models like ebook from Kindle, from Amazon. Right? We need not go to the store to buy the book. Instead, you pay it on the net, and you can download the ebook and read. You can also buy, we buy so many things online. We can buy computers online, and we can download music tracks from iTunes. so many different business models have come up with the information technology. I can transfer money sitting at my place from my bank to somebody else's bank. Now, the IT, till now we were talking about the uses of IT. What all things constitute the IT, that is information technology infrastructure? The components of IT, they are seven major components. In the past, the technology vendors of each, they were often very competitive with each other, and they would not support other products from other firms, and many times the products from all of them would be incompatible, or they would be having partial solutions. But with the increasing, but increasingly the vendors, they are forcing this the providers to have a sort of alignment with each other, so that each of them can work with each other and the systems can be integrated properly. Like for example, we start with the all of the components of this, like computer hardware platforms. Computer hardware platforms, they are like client machines, wherein they are desktop PCs, laptops, mobile computing, smartphones, tablets, desktop chips, also mobile chips, the servers, the mainframes, IBM mainframe. IBM mainframe is a digital, still it is a digital workhouse for banking and telecommunication networks. Uh, Next is operating systems platforms. Operating system platforms, in that the Microsoft, it comprises about 35% of the operating system market, and 65%, some 65% is from others like Unix or Linux, and these are open open source softwares, and they are inexpensive compared to Microsoft Windows. Linux and Unix, they are scalable, they are reliable, and they are much less expensive. And at the client level, Microsoft Windows, Android, iOS, so many operating systems have emerged. Windows 10, mobile touch, with the mobile also you have a touch system, Google's Chrome OS, cloud computing. Another is the another component of the IT infrastructure is enterprise software applications. Software are treated as a part of IT infrastructure only, and in 2020 it is expected, means it was forecasted obviously before the COVID, that it will amount to something around 503 billion US dollars for the whole world. The largest providers for enterprise application software are SAP and Oracle, and the middleware providers are IBM and Oracle. The networking telecommunications. Windows Server is mostly used as a local area network operating system, followed by Linux and Unix. Others are network hardware providers like Cisco, Juniper Networks, and the telecommunication service providers are for telecommunication, cable, telephone companies. They charge for voice lines and internet access. Leading telecommunication service vendors are AT&T and Verizon. Consultants and system integrators. Even today, large firms do not have all the resources for full range of support for the new and complex IT infrastructure. So the leading firms, consulting firms like Accenture, IBM Global Services, HP, Infosys, Wipro Technologies, they provide consultancy to people to help in the software integration, to ensure the new infrastructure works with the legacy system. And what are the legacy systems? They are the older, that is means the previous transaction processing systems created for mainframes. that would be too costly to replace or redesign. These systems are those with which the firm was already working, and now if the firm wants to change to enterprise system means the the system for the entire organization, then this consultants and system integrators help these firms. That is data management and storage. Enterprise data management is responsible for organizing and managing the firm's data so that they can be efficiently accessed and used. And the leading providers are IBM, DB2, Oracle, Microsoft, that is SQL Server, Sybase, Adaptive Server Enterprise, MySQL, and Apache Hadoop. The physical data storage for large scale systems is dominated by EMC Corporation. It is said that digital information is doubling every 2 years. That means the tweets, the blogs, the videos, emails, the postings in various social network sites, and the corporate data all can add up to thousands of libraries if they are to be actually stored. And uh, the market for digital data storage is growing at the rate of 15% per annum. And the last one is the internet platform. Internet platforms, they overlap and they have to relate to the firm's general networking infrastructure, its hardware and its software to support the company's website and intranets. It also has to coordinate with the web hosting services, the routers and the cabling or wireless equipments. The internet hardware server market is with the IBM, even Dell, Sun, Oracle, Oracle Sun. Now, with all this that we were talking about the IT infrastructure ecosystems and the enterprise planning, enterprise systems, how does the business, how does the business benefit from that? What does the business do with it? So, there is the use of all this data for business intelligence is known as big data analytics. Massive data sets collected from social media, online, in-store customer data, etc., etc. All this data is collected, and then uh, this data, when analyzed, it helps to create real-time personalized shopping experiences for major online retailers. Uh, like many times, when we also surf the net, we find many of the recommendations, many of the ads popping up for us. These recommendations are on the basis of the behaviors of our own past net surfing or on the basis of similar group of customers. Like for example, whose age, depending on the age or depending on the income level or depending on the geographic locations. Oh. Big companies like Walmart or Netflix or eBay, they are analyzing big data from their customers' transactions and social media to create real-time personalized shopping experiences. eBay, it acquired Hunch.com, and it uses this Hunch.com to deliver customized recommendations to individuals based on the specific set of taste. Uh, this Hunch has built up a database which includes details of customers' purchases, the social networks, and from the signals that it gets from the customer from the web. And from that, it is able to create a taste graph for the customers so that it can find out what the customer likes, uh, the affinity of the customer with the product, with the services, and other general things. Smart cities. Uh, Smart cities require to maintain the public records. Also, sensors we find in so many places in the smart cities. There are Wi-Fi enabled places. So sensors and location data from the smartphones, and ability to evaluate effect of one service change on the system. Like for example, what if scenario can be generated. What if this is changed, or what if the other thing is changed without actually doing that change, so that it can have sensitivity analysis and get the results from uh, doing this kind of analysis. Another important aspect here is the machine learning, wherein it is a study of computer programs to improve the performance without explicit programming. So how does it do? It like human beings, we learn by recognizing patterns, right? If we have seen so many squares, then we'll understand that yes, this is a square. From the patterns, we'll understand. So the machine, that means the computer programs, will understand from the patterns in the data, and also from the experience and from prior learning. That is what happened in the past, and from that the data will be generated, and from that the experience. This is how machine learning. And the contemporary examples. We use machine learning, but we do not many times recognize it. Like for example, Google search. See, Google, how does it resolve its search? It does it by algorithms that take data from so many web pages based on our query, and it gives us results within milliseconds, or also it changes the results when we change our query, right? When we buy on Amazon, or when we watch films on Netflix, it will suggest items to us that okay, you might be interested in this, or you might be interested on this. This also depends on our previous previous uses, or previous purchases from the Amazon, or previous movies that we have might have watched on the Netflix. One more area is the neural networks. These neural networks are used for solving the complex and poorly understood problems for which large amount of data has been collected, like finding patterns in relationships in massive amounts of data where it is too complicated for the humans to analyze. They learn, means neural network learn patterns by searching for relationships, by building models, and then it learns by correcting itself over and over again. Neural network, they are given some target, or they are given some result in the end, that this is the result that is expected, and they'll try to match it by doing it again and again. Just like humans train network by feeding its data inputs for which outputs are known, what kind of an output is expected, so that the neural network will uh, learn to find the solution by example. It's used in medicine, science, and business for problems in pattern classification. If the similar type of problem had occurred in the past, then it can find out the pattern in that. It can also help to predict in the financial analysis and control and the optimization. Just a little diagram about the neural network. See, as in this, the data is fed like the age, the income, purchase history, frequency of purchases, average purchase size. This is the input layer. This is the output layer. Output layer. Uh, this is the neural network to identify whether the purchase done by a customer is a valid purchase or a fraud. So it uses neural networks to discern patterns from the vast pools of data that is available here, and all the processing goes in the hidden layer, wherein it helps to find out whether the purchase was valid, or was it a fraudulent purchase. From this, what are we interested in is the business, and how can business generate value from information technology and the various machine learnings, or you can say neural network, or other applications. So firms will want to have, firms normally they are a series of activities that add value to products or services. At each stage, value is being added to the product, or each stage value is being added to the service, right from uh, the procurement, that is right from the purchase, to the production and to sales, and even after sales. So this we are trying to understand where in the business chain wherein value can be added with the help of information technology. At each stage, the business needs to determine, the business needs to find out that how can it improve upon the operational efficiency and improve the customer and supplier intimacy. It can also utilize the benchmark from competitors or from the business best practices, like this business information value chain. Sorry. The information processing activities, the management activities, and the increase in the value chain from here to here, and the business processes. The data collection and storage, transformation into business systems, and then the dissemination. The business processes are the supply chain management that we saw, the enterprise management, the customer management, and the knowledge management. And the management activities are planning, coordinating, controlling, and model and decision making. So uh, at each stage in the management activity and in the business processes, the value should be added. The business always wants that, and it takes help of the information technology. And finally, it can uh, uh, result into the firm profitability and can strengthen the strategic position of the business. Say here, in the value chain model, how can we again from this, if we take or if we try to understand what were the activities here, we can do it by the primary activities, that is the activities which are mostly related to the production and distribution of the firm's products and services, which can create value for the customer. So the primary activities are inbound logistics, that is purchase, wherein we can automate the warehousing systems, the operations, that is the production, which can be uh, done by computer controlled machine systems. The outbound logistics or the sales and marketing, wherein the computerized ordering systems can work. The services, after sales service for the customer, that is the equipment maintenance systems, and again outbound logistics, wherein the automated shipment scheduling system we can take help of this system. The support activities. Support activities, they help uh, the primary activities to do their functions in a better way. And like administration and management, with the help of electronic schedule and messaging systems, human resources with workforce planning systems, and the technology like computer-aided design system, wherein the design for any product is required, and the procurement, the purchase by the computerized ordering systems. This in all tries to generate and build up the value chain for the firm. This is within the organization. And if we talk of external to the organization, external to the firm, the supplier, firm's distributor, and firm's customer. So this part can be taken up by the customer relationship management system, and this part can be taken up by the SCM, that is supplier management, SCM supplier systems. Now, we would like to have a glimpse of the courses wherein there is a mix of business and IT. So you can, this is just a list of the courses. There are many more in this also. But then the courses in business studies could be like business communication and principles of management, business mathematics, business environment, microeconomics, forms of business organization, organization behavior, financial management, marketing management, human resource management, macroeconomics, cost accounting, business communication, statistics, digital marketing, research methodology, financial accounting, managerial economics, company accounts, business communication, and many others also. And uh, for the information systems, information technology, it can be the introduction to C language, window programming, fundamentals of IT, computer-oriented mathematics, the operating systems, system analysis and design, uh, the internet and web technologies, object-oriented concept, network management and information system, sorry, blockchain, R language, RDMS, RDBMS, software engineering, Android programming, Python, core Java, big data, cybersecurity, and others also. Now, what could be the career opportunities? You will be suitable at an interface wherein the firm wants interface between the firm wants the managerial skills and the computer science skills, and all sectors need people who can build the bridges between the technology and business and innovate business using their IT resources. They can find out newer solutions because the problems are newer problems can be arising, and you can find out newer business models. As a business IT graduate, you will have the skills to communicate and discuss with colleagues and also the other external experts in the IT field, in the marketing and the financial specialists also. You can get the know-how to make calculated decisions and develop and implement methodical information systems from a scientific perspective. And making IT work for businesses will be your unique selling point. It's vital to all kind of business. You can be a business operations analyst, IT manager, information architect, system tester, or you can join a consultancy firm as a strategy consultant, IT manager there in the consultancy firm, project manager. You can also aim for a career in research and development, or you can join PhD. You can start a venture and become an entrepreneur. And obviously, with the skills in IT and business organization, uh, you will have a head start. And you might be aware, I don't know, that this kind of innovative e-commerce companies, they were started by students while they were still at the campus. And there are other careers also like IT architects, enterprise transformation consultants, enterprise integration specialists, research analysts, IT project managers, IT strategy consultants, social media and e-commerce experts, and researchers and analytics in IT management. With this, I would like to end the presentation. I wish you all the very best for your future. Thank you.
Uh, any student have any questions?
Yes, sir. Okay.
I think one student
I'm
asked
going to
the
do the chat.
questions regarding what are the major benefits of IT, but it's already addressed by Dr. Vaishali Shah. So it's not necessary to discuss that part. What are the major advantages of IT in business? So it's already incorporated in the presentations. Anybody, I think one of that Harsha Ramani asking about the e-certificate. Actually, we are not providing that certificate for attending the webinar. Okay, Harsha. Any other students have any questions?
तो है ना due to current situation, how will it affect to IT? It's an advantage or a disadvantage?
Okay, one of the question, Mihir Damor asking the question.
नहीं 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 सोच है भाई
Vaishali ma'am.
Yes.
One of the student asking the question that
Yes.
uh,
How knowledge management system
yes,
help organization in decreasing the support cost. Okay. Just a minute. I am listening.
if it's I just give the answer. If it's a large organization,
Anand. Okay. Yes, madam. Please continue.
if a large organization, if you adopt or enhance the technology, it definitely reducing the cost. But yes, if it's so a small organization or a startup, it's again it's a big problem for the cost. So those companies is very brand, and like they are in that stage of like a 15 and 20 years, they do not have any reference to the cost in IT. But those companies are new in market, they definitely have faced the issue regarding like a much cost of IT. Another question asking by
Uh,
Bindu, CRM, how does CRM integrated with the social media? You know that in
Customer
that,
relationship
yeah,
management.
customer relationship management, now how it connected with the social media. Uh, See
Uh,
that
See,
in,
for this, okay.
yes, ma'am, continue.
For this, they have special software. Like I talked about Walmart, and Walmart has its retail link manage software. And with this, they are able to take the data from social media. It is also known as the social footprints of customers. How and where the customer is engaging with the social media, and that is how they try to map out uh, the customer's requirements, and this is how they try to integrate. There are special softwares available for that, and with the help of those softwares they try to do it. Here we have just given a brief introduction of uh, what is the possibility. We have not discussed about the how things of it, right? How things of it, it requires a detailed study of the software skills. Here we are just understanding, or here we are just saying that these things can be done. This is how is it to be done, right? Right, Shraddha, relating to CR, how does it integrate? It does it with the help of the special system that it has. Just a minute.
I
The
just request,
Walmart thing itself.
I just request
Okay.
all the student please.
Yes, madam.
I just request all the student please uh, give the feedback from that link.
Walmart. Walmart.
I request all the student please give the feedback from given a link.
Walmart special. Walmart retail link system. Software. And with the help of this software, it tries to integrate with the social media. Hello, madam.
Yes, yes.
Uh,
Uh, I just request all the student please
yes.
give your feedbacks from given the link over here. I hope so we address all the questions. Thank you all the participating. Thank you, Vaishali ma'am. It's very nice and informative session.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you,
Thank
ma'am.
you.
Very informative session. I also joined from my husband's mobile. So, would like to add
Right,
point
right,
in
right, right, right.
CRM question. Basically,
Yes, madam.
nowadays companies are integrating CRM and social media just to create a name Just by click of clicking one link or button, spread their coding. Connected to social media. The information is possible that there are a number of software which are integrating platform integrating social media. But again, we need a software which is social media CRM. So they are integrating it with the help of the software. And they are like the things are getting approachable to the number of customers with the social media.
Thank you, Abhilasha ma'am.
Yeah, thank you so much. Very informative session.
Yes, yes. So, thank you everyone.
So, shall we end the session, ma'am?
Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
Sir, can we end the session, Santosh sir?
Yes, madam.
Okay,
Thank
sir.
you. It was very
Yeah.
informative.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for
Thank you.
wonderful session. It was
Thank
really
you.
informative. Thank you.
And very
Thank you.
nicely prepared presentation.
Thank you.
You
Thank you.
you also covered IT aspect very well, right? So I think we also enjoyed.
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
is it?
Yeah.
No, sir.
Great, great.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
All the
you,
best.
ma'am.
So, can we end the session, sir?
Yeah, sure, sure. I will do that, ma'am.
Okay. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Abhilasha ma'am.